Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick toolbox tour today. Show you what I'm rocking here at work. I got metrics, 1/2 inch, 3/4, 1/4 inch. These are Tecton, Matco, and Icon, Pittsburgh. I got these Astro pneumatic wobble sockets. These are great. I got some 12 points, chrome extensions, impact extensions, got a couple random mirrors and magnets. This is cool. It's a little tester for powers and grounds that you ground through yourself. So it's a quick, easy grab if you need for testing fuses. A little small 1/4 inch Vim ratchets. That's pretty sweet. Temperature gauge for AC. This is the Milwaukee 3/4 inch impact. Love it. I upgraded from the older style. And then I have just a bit driver that has the 1/4 inch for 1/4 inch sockets. Icon crow's feet. I made this little stand for it. I have one for metric and standard here. These are the Vim socket rails. This is my old set of swivel impacts for standard. You can see my 9/16s I use a lot. This is all part of a Cornwell master set that I bought when I first started. You got, I think, freaking E-Torx, you got Allens, Torx, Allens, kind of all that stuff. Some adapters here, some swivels. These ones are Tecton. They wear out pretty quick. I'm kind of debating getting a nicer set, but for now they work. Just a pickup tool from Mac. This tool right here is awesome. If you know what they are, you know. I'll try and link one in the bio and you can take a look at it. It's super handy for working on Bobcats. This is all my standard stuff. 1/2, 3/4 metric, or 1/2, 3/4, 1/4. Tecton sockets. I got these Husky ones. These ones have done really well for the last couple years. No issues with them. Tecton 1/4 inch. Again, crow's feet, Icon crow's feet. I got the Lyle tap sockets. Those are great. 3/8 inch drive snap-on swivels and snap-on mid-lengths. I actually got both of these used. I think I got this one for like 80 bucks on eBay. And I also got that one on eBay. I can't remember how much I paid. This is the Cornwell little bit driver set. Works awesome. And then this one is the Mac. It doesn't have the little ratchet, but this has like the RPT or the RBRT pieces in it, which are pretty handy to have. Ratchets. I rock an assortment of different things. I mean, anything from Pittsburgh to Snap-on. Matco, this was my very first ratchet that I bought. That was like a lot of money. So that one's actually my favorite. I have a Tecton one. I have the Snap-on 1/4 inch flex head, which is awesome. I got this Mac one for $10. I bought it off a buddy. I've probably used this 1/4 inch one the most. And I just have a couple little extra ones here. This set is a swivel impact magnetic set from Sunex that I can link. Pretty handy to have. This is a magnetic for like oil drain plugs. You can spin it off without getting oil everywhere. I have a long Cornwell pry bar. I have a 3/4 inch breaker bar here, and then a Matco 1/2 inch ratchet, and then just the Pittsburgh breaker bar. Got my wrench drawer. I kind of have an organized standard metric, but not perfectly. These are my Mac from 1 inch to 1 1/4 inch is the RBRT, but then the other one's just the standard. They have some teeth on them, but nothing super great. But they work great. I do love these wrenches. Stubbies, these are just a Amazon gear drive, no name brand, but they work 1 inch to 1/2 or 3/8. Icon, long ratcheting, love those guys. Blue Power, which is just the Cornwell brand, I guess, ratcheting standards. A couple specialty ones that I've had to order. Blue Power metric. I have this Sunex angle wrench set. This one's awesome for hydraulic lines. Use this a bunch, and they do warranty these. I've broken a couple. Tecton metric 8 to 22. I do like this set right here. This is the Mac metric ratcheting reversible wrench set. Super easy to throw in a bag for a service call or something like that. So I do like those. These are gear wrench, stubby ratcheting. Those come in handy. These are like service wrenches from Pittsburgh. I really like these for when you break a line loose and you need to loosen it more, but you don't have a whole lot of space to get your big wrench in there. You can pull one of these. It's super nice. So line wrenches, metric and standard. This is a tool I made, basically a wrench extender tool. I saw one online and figured I could make that. So air nozzle, rubber tips, some specialty sockets I made. Wrench, or this is my pliers drawer. Just an assortment, locking pliers, just a couple different things. Anything from Snap-on to Pittsburgh. I got a set of snap ring pliers from Matco, but it's the generic one that everyone has. These are awesome for hose clamps. I have a couple hose pliers. I do have some big boy Knipex, which I use a lot actually, and some oil filter wrenches, and some big clamp wrenches, C-clamps, just an assortment of pliers. Got the electrical pliers, cutters, the Talon grips, these Knipex scissors, I don't know what they're called. These are awesome for cutting anything and everything. They are really great. Milwaukee long reach pliers. I do love these Knipex, all of these. The Knipex Cobra pump, or the Cobra pliers, and these are awesome. Highly recommend. This is my favorite oil filter tool. It actually extends all the way out, and you flip the switch on the bottom and it pulls in, sucks into it to loosen filters. Really awesome in tight spaces. This is a specialty tool for doing steering jobs on Bobcat skid steers. Deutz connector, hose clamp pliers, those are handy. Just a couple O-ring Boss O-rings and some electrical connectors. Some heel bar pliers, Easy Reds, I don't know what they call these, Kiwi pliers I think. I got them, don't really use them a whole lot, but kind of a cool idea. And then the Snap-on pliers, or pry bar set. This is my picks and screwdriver drawer. I do have the Snap-on master set. For that, I have a Cornwell Torx set. These are all my extra long pliers and nut driver, or not pliers, picks and nut drivers. I have the Snap-on long set. This is the electrical terminal set to release connectors, super great. This set I got for like 10 bucks, no joke, from a guy who was selling them. 10-4 metric ball end snap-on sockets, kind of a steal. Cornrow scrapers, just a couple scrapers, random scrapers and stuff. A seal puller tool, used that a couple times on my Volkswagen. Just picks, and I use these a lot for cylinders and O-rings, kind of spoon picks. I have a set of Mac ones, but I actually really like these Astro ones because they have a bigger handle and they're much easier to grip. I feel like every time I try and use a pick, I stab my hand with it, so having a little bit more grip usually helps avoid some of that. Power tools and hammers. Air hammer, love it. Air hammer bits. That's my money maker. That's the big 1/2-inch one. I've had that for probably 4 years. Done great. Drill, don't use that a whole lot, but when I do, I need it. Impact driver, don't use that as much as I used to now that I have my other smaller one. This is I love this guy. This is my 1/4-inch high-speed extended ratchet. I use that one a lot for the speed. And then I use my 3/8. This one's still the fuel, but not the high speed, which I really want. Both great. Ingersoll Rand impact that I had rebuilt recently. Don't use it as much, but when I need it, when that one's out of battery, it's nice to have something. A couple hammers, Cornwell. This one's a Matco. These are snap-on dead blows, and then a Tecton brass hammer. This is kind of a everything drawer. Got everything from reverse drill bits, to scrapers, to Loctite, to razor blades, drill bits, impact sets, just kind of a couple random fuses and caps and plugs and Bobcat parts and just little things that you lose during a job. Standard Allen set to large set, and then a large metric set. Some extractors, which are great. These extractors are also great bolt biters. And then I have the snap-on, it's like 1/8 to 1 inch or something, to 7/8. Don't use it as much. I find all the small holes that I get, these ones break off. So I've had to warranty a couple of those small ones pretty frequently. Mac infrared, tire pressure gauge. Yeah, just kind of a couple small things. Another tire pressure, digital calipers. So kind of a mix of everything in there. And bottom drawer, form a funnel, some chains, some tubing for testing injectors on Bobcats, diesel compression test kit from Harbor Freight, and a master tap and die set. Power Probe, love those. This is a 2-inch slide hammer and a spanner wrench kit. Moving on to here, punches and chisels. I got this master set snap-on from a guy who's selling it at my old shop. I think I paid 120 bucks for this. Kind of a steal, but use it a lot. It's been great. 1/2-inch torque wrench. I do have a 3/8 one that I have at home. Straight edge, just an Amazon straight edge to help determine if cylinders are bent. I have this puller for pump gears, pulleys. It's a couple long punches and chisels. Use those quite a bit. This is my electrical drawer. It's kind of a mess. Multimeter. I got this back in diesel school. It's been great. It's a Fluke 117, got it off Amazon, but my biggest thing about it is this magnetic holder. It's awesome. Let's see. You can just hang it up wherever you like. Super handy. Maddox back probe kit. Just to hold in case that I used to keep it in. Just a bunch of back probes and automatic wire strippers. These are Deutz terminal kit, or yeah, Deutz pin release tools. I had to do a job and just bought the whole set. Milwaukee neck light, which I don't use as much. Stream light, headlamp. This is a top-down battery tester. I have this little Wi-Fi borescope that I use, heat shrink. And then last drawer, just a bunch of blow molded cases. I use these pie tins, or these muffin tins, for parts organization. I like having, you can just kind of go through each one as you're taking stuff off, and then go back the same way so you know the order. That's cheap and easy to use. Pittsburgh Pro 1-inch sockets, bearing separator and puller set. This is a Matco rethreading set. Cornwell cooling system checker. Fuel pump and vacuum gauge set. This is a Matco what you call this, MST 52 puller, 3-job puller, and then that's a driver set. What I like about this set is it has an air hammer attachment, so you can put the air hammer attachment on there and put whatever size you need and push in bushings and push out bushings. Cooling system, refiller, a big extractor. I have this vacuum gauge to test the fuel system and tee into it. I can check vacuum, see if the filter's plugged or how much the pump's running. That's basically this box. I have a couple things on top. I got some gloves. I do have a bunch of lights. I do like this light a lot because it has the battery. I found that these lights, when they go out, and it just takes a while to charge. If you remember to charge them overnight, great, but a lot of times I forget. I love these tub of towels for cleaning hands and tools. Just water filters or fillers and funnels and stuff like that. So this is my other box that I have. I recently got this Snap-on box, and so I'm trying to move some of this stuff over here, but I did have another box, so I'm trying to see if I need to consolidate into one box or if I can just maybe keep the two. Might want to take this one home and replace it with a smaller one, but we'll just see. So thanks for joining along.